Well, hello all you wonderful people out there in YouTube land, and welcome to the Texas Special YouTube channel. And for this week's in-scale product review, we're going to take a look at this vintage Kadee Micro-Trains Frisco 50-foot standard plug door boxcar. This is an older car. I was able to pick this up for, I want to say, $8, including not including shipping and handling. The car itself is in fairly good condition. It comes with the original packaging, as you can see here, and we will take a look at it. So the first thing we're going to do to get this guy out of the box, you have these little locking tabs here, and there's one in the same spot on the other end of the box. Just kind of squeeze the ends together, and that lid to the box lifts off. The car is resting in a plastic cradle inside of the case. Just lift the car out and the car is free. The lettering and decaling on this thing is very nicely done. It's a fairly smooth-sided car. You can see little hints of rivet detailing along the side of the car. Try to move it a little closer to the camera. See if it'll pick it up. Nope. Alright, I guess that's the best it's going to do. You have a plastic body, cast on door, latch and railings. You have cast on waybill boards, cast on grab irons, cast on full height ladder on this corner of the car and on the other side of this corner of the car. The ship it on the Frisco and the Frisco logo itself are also very nicely done. We tip this guy over so you can see the underside, and you can see the plastic wheels. They are free rolling. You've got a lot of underside detailing for an older freight car like this, probably early to mid 90s maybe, it would be my guess. You have the emergency and service reservoir, you have the air brake piston, and you have the triple valve, which regulates the flow of air through the air brake system. You've got all of the requisite struts and bracings on the underside of the floor and the frame of the car. Now this appears to be a metal underside, and it is a little rusty, but other than that the car is in perfect condition. This thing, I know it didn't come, it may have come with them, I'm not 100% sure, but magnetic operating Micro-Trains knuckle couplers, which is a plus. I don't have to install them myself. Looking at the B end of this freight car, my camera wakes up a little bit. Maybe it will. There we go. So looking at the B end of this freight car, you can see there is a cast-on brakeman's perch, separately applied handbrake, full height ladder that corresponds with the ladder on the side of the car, a very nicely done waybill board, rivet detailing that could honestly have been done a little bit better between the two body panels on the end of the car. You have a cast-on stirrup step here, a cast-on grab iron here, the requisite brake rigging detailing going to the handbrake wheel, and that is essentially it. There are no reporting marks on either end of the car on the roof, and there are no polling pockets on any of the corners of this car. Something I did neglect to mention, the trucks are very nicely done. They are 70-ton, I believe, friction bearing trucks, and you have these separately applied stirrup steps on each corner of the car, and they are actually in place on all four corners of the car. Looking at the roof, you can see that there is some nice paneling done, some nice detailing to simulate the ridged panels of the roof, and you have this separately applied one-piece plastic brakeman's walkway here along the top. Now, as you can see, it is nowhere near as thick as last week's freight car. or as thick as any of the freight cars that we've seen this year so far. So very, very nicely done. Tip of the hat to Atlas for a superb model. It's still probably a little too thick to be truly to scale, but again, this is in scale, tolerances is tight, and there's very little room for error. To make this the appropriate, true to scale, to make this walkway here the appropriate 100% true to scale, thickness, it would most likely be way too brittle to hold up to any kind of handling. You also have a cast on grab iron detail on each corner of the walkway that corresponds with the location of the full height ladders. This car is a pretty neat little freight car. Like I said, I picked it up for under $10, not including shipping and handling, off to eBay. Been very happy with it. It runs great on all the model railroads at the Texla Model Railroad Club. And I even sent it around the park loop here at the house on the O-gauge layout a few times, just for giggly purposes. But I thank y'all for watching. Texas Special out.